Hello, many thanks for joining us on Newsline. I am your host, Jennifer Igwe. Now, justice delayed is not necessarily justice denied, even though most times this could be frustrating. When the wrath of the law is incurred, a day of reckoning must surely come. This is the case of a 48-year-old man who raped a 6-year-old girl, infecting her with HIV. The case is on our lineup, and the NTA will stand against rape and rapists. So if you have a victory case, we will highlight it. Now, for two women who stole two babies who are barely 2 weeks old, their day of tasting the full force of the law for their evil will surely come. That said, stay tuned for details of how the baby thieves carried out their wicked acts and how they were nabbed. Then, two men from the same family who were killed within a week by their second wives is hair-raising and loaded with questions begging for answers. Our correspondent is following the story. We have it also on cue. There are initiatives by brands, and you need to find out what they are doing, including our social diary that has lovely wedding bells and celebrations of life. A loaded package. Yes, loaded. So let's start with the news segment. Elizabeth Omori in Abuja is ready for it. Hello, Lizzie. Good to see you.
It's nice to see you as well. The Medium Security Custodial Center in Jos Plateau State came under attack by gunmen who reportedly stormed the facility in large number with sophisticated weapons. According to the Public Relations Officer, Nigerian Correctional Service, Francis Enobori, in a statement, the invaders arrived at the custodial center at about 5:20 p.m. today and immediately made their way to the main gate where they engaged the armed squad personnel in a gun battle before breaking into the yard. They are, however, trapped within as men from sister security services were immediately mobilized to assist the armed guards in cordoning off the perimeter wall and the entire area. Reinforcement from the response squad of the service has also been mobilized to the center. Enobori adds that the situation is currently under control. And joining us now via telephone to speak more about the developing news is the prison's Public Relations Officer, Mr. Francis Enobori. Mr. Francis Enobori, thank you so much for joining us on the news. All right, we seem to have lost our audio with Mr. Enobori, but we will join him in the course of the bulletin. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has seized large pellets of hard drugs weighing over 12,385 kilograms smuggled into Lagos across the coastal area. The seizure of the illicit substances led to the arrest of 3 suspects. Abolade Salami reports.
The zero-tolerance approach to drug abuse embarked on by the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency is not handled with kid gloves, as operatives of the agency, through credible intelligence, intercepted over 12,000 kilograms of cannabis sativa smuggled through the waterways into Lagos from the West African country. After due surveillance on the coastal area, officers and men of the agency carefully monitored movement of the illegal consignment ferried through Eko Atlantic Beach, Victoria Island, from where they would be distributed to drug hotspots. This was, however, not made possible as over 50 officers stormed their hideouts and recovered the illegal substances with the arrest of 3 persons. The agency has vowed not to relent in its efforts until the drug supply and demand reduction target is achieved. In Lagos, Abolade Salami, NTA News.
And Mr. Francis Enabore is now ready to speak with us via the telephone on the situation at the correctional center. Mr. Francis, the last we heard is that the gunmen are trapped within the facility. What is the situation now?
Yes, thank you very much for having me. I think the situation now is under control. The assistance from sister security agencies have actually, put the situation under firm control. The firepower from the combined team of security operatives that were immediately mobilized to the scene was able to suppress the fire of the enemies that were trapped in the yard. Presently, we are still trying to take a head count to know the situation as far as inmates' condition is concerned, and of course the staff that were on duty when the unfortunate incident occurred.
All right, so what do you think could have been the motive behind their invasion?
Well, for the one that just happened in Plateau State, it's too early in the day to identify what their motive will be specifically. But it suffices to mention that from record in the past, we have consistently, had this unfortunate invasion of our facilities, and at the end of the day, one thing stands out, that is to free inmates that are in custody, specifically those that are awaiting trial. There are some of them that are facing heinous crime, and their colleagues in the outside world may want to, organize illegal freedom for them, and I think that's what is playing out.
All right, were there casualties following the gun battle before they gained access into the facility?
Yes, it's part of the details that we made available as the dust settled. Recall that I mentioned that the invasion was massive. They came with sophisticated weapons. It may not be easy for you to take a head count and know the level of casualty and those that will probably be injured in the whole encounter. But I can assure you, as we progress, we'll be able to get the information, because I'm monitoring the development in the center. As soon as we get credible information, we'll make it available to the public.
All right, Mr. Enabore, thank you so much for the heads up. We hope to get more details from you subsequently.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Telecommunications service has been restored in 4 local government areas of Kaduna State, indicating success in a fight against kidnapping and banditry in the affected areas. About 2 months ago, Kaduna State government suspended telecommunications service in Chukun, Igabi, Giwa, Reningwari, and some parts of Kaduna North local government areas as part of measures to contain security challenges. Achari Maxwell reports.
Inhabitants of these local government areas have been contending with lack of telecommunication services as a result of government's decision to impose such measures to curtail kidnapping and banditry in the areas. Briefing journalists on the reasons for the restoration of telecommunication services, the State Commissioner of Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Arwan, said the suspension of mobile networks helped in disseminating kidnappers and bandits. He said security situation has significantly improved.
The prolonged application of this measure was always out of the question due to its impact on the legitimate activities of citizens and businesses. Residents are advised that the restoration of full services in the affected areas may unfold over a few days as the service providers mobilize to power and boost their transmission systems accordingly.
He said other measures put in place, such as ban on movement of motorcycles, operation of weekly markets, and cutting down of firewood is still in place. Samuel Arwan urged people in the state to continue to support security agencies with relevant information that will assist in addressing security concerns. In Kaduna, Achari Maxwell, NTA News.
And following the recent improvement in security situation across Zamfara State, telecommunication services are to be restored in all parts of the state. Zamfara State Governor Bello Mohammed stated this while addressing APC chieftains and delegates at the State Congress of the party held in Gusau. Jamilu Ibrahim reports.
The telecommunication networks were shut down in Zamfara State about 3 months ago as part of strategies to stem the tide of armed bandits and their collaborators terrorizing the state. Though the telecom services resumed in the state capital Gusau in October this year, the suspension has persisted in other 30 local government areas of the state. Addressing the APC chieftains and delegates at the State Congress of the party held in Gusau, Governor Bello Mohammed says, having observed a tremendous improvement in the security situation, the telecommunication services will be resumed in all parts of the state, latest by Tuesday, 30th November 2021. He says the state government is also planning to reopen all the weekly markets across the state in due course. On the state APC Congress, the governor described the process as transparent and hitch-free. The Congress was held peacefully through consensus method, as the APC delegates from all the 40 local government areas of the state affirmed the new party executives. Two former governors of Zamfara State, Ahmed Sani Arima and Mahmoud Ali Shinkafi, as well as some serving in former National and State Assembly members, also graced the event. In Gusau, Jamilu Ibrahim, NTA News.
2 persons feared dead while goods worth millions of naira destroyed in a petrol tanker fire that occurred early hours of Sunday morning at the railway crossing axis of Lafenwa Market in Abuja, Ogun State. Lukman Adefeso's report is here presented.
Eyewitnesses accounts say the explosion occurred when the fully loaded petroleum tanker fell while navigating the Lafenwa Ayitoro Bend, spilling its contents on the road. Some residents of the area, including hoodlums, took advantage of the spilled content to scoop fuel while making rescue operations difficult for emergency responders. A trader in the market and her granddaughter, who are said to have arrived early for trading activities, were burnt beyond recognition.
All this fire is spoil everything for this market because all the money, if they calculate the money, it reach 5 billion naira.
There were some hoodlums, they were disturbing the fire services because they didn't allow them to do their job, which makes the case to go to worse like this.
Officials of the Ogun State Traffic Compliance and Enforcement Agency TRACE, as well as other stakeholders, worked tirelessly to contain the situation.
Apparently from a place, maybe there was a spark, I can't confirm that now, but there was fire. And all we had to do was to cordon off the place. First, to ensure that miscreants did not take advantage of the situation.
I deployed my men to the scene of the fire. Unfortunately, the hoodlum did not allow us to perform our duty. So they attacked our vehicle. The vehicle has already been damaged. All my men has been brutalized.
Efforts were still ongoing to transload the remaining content of the ill-fated tanker and remove the debris of the tanker for free flow of vehicular movement around the area.
The Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority has come up with a new domestic base price framework, an applicable gas wholesale price for the strategic domestic sector. A statement by the Chief Executive Officer, Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, Farouk Ahmed, says the new framework, which is in fulfillment of the relevant sections of the Petroleum Industry Act 2021, will provide a clear regulatory framework for the determination of a market-based pricing regime for the Nigerian gas market, and this will be reviewed annually. It says the domestic base price shall be the export parity price at the delivery point where there is a dominant supply of gas in Nigeria, while an industry-wide stakeholder engagement will equally be conducted before the final declaration of the 2022 domestic base price and wholesale price of gas to the strategic sectors. Talking health now, more countries are recording the outbreak of the Omicron COVID-19 variant, while others have started enforcing necessary restrictions. Charles Alpha reports.
Countries around the world have started restricting travelers from Southern Africa as details of the spread emerges. Early evidence suggests Omicron has a higher reinfection risk. The World Health Organization says the new variant is of great concern, while British Health Minister Sajid Javid said several cases have now been identified in Europe, 2 in UK, 2 in Germany, 1 in Belgium and Italy. while a suspected case was found in Czech Republic. In response to this development, Prime Minister Boris Johnson has announced tighter restrictions on people entering the country, as well as compulsory use of face masks from Tuesday. Dutch health authorities say they have detected 61 COVID-19 cases among people who flew in from South Africa, some of whom are of the new Omicron variant. The Dutch health authorities said the cases were discovered among 624 passengers who arrived at Amsterdam airport on 2 flights on Friday. Meanwhile, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa is to address South Africans on the new Omicron strain. First discovered in South Africa, the variant has now been detected in Britain, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, Denmark, Belgium, Botswana, Israel, Australia, and Hong Kong. Charles Alpha, NTA News.
Do you know that yogurt is one immense health benefit, especially when produced with the right combination? Very good for digestion, active in fighting pathogenic organisms in your system is Tito Probiotic Yogurt, the first and arguably the only probiotic yogurt produced in Nigeria. Simbiat Agbabi was at the product launch by Tito Group of Companies, Marketing Benue State, as part of activities to usher in this year's Christmas season.
Probiotics, the opposite of antibiotics, are chemical substances that are introduced in foods to prevent disease-causing organisms in the body and help in maintaining healthy living. Tito Group of Companies, producers of Tito yogurt, located in Makurdi, the Benue State capital, has since its inception 33 years ago continued to improve on its content targeted at satisfying customer demands and improving health. It is in line with providing customer satisfaction that probiotic yogurt was birthed.
You are using antibiotics because you want to treat a problem that's already existing. So a probiotic is more like an introduction of a substance, like a bacteria, that is able to stabilize the gut. And we know that a healthy gut is also a healthy life.
There are some of the microorganisms that have been found to aid weight loss. Everybody, from infants to the aged, everybody can take yogurt.
At the flag off of the 2021 Christmas season, President and Chief Executive Officer Tito Group of Companies, Ashiwaju Isaac Akinkumi, explains what makes the concept of probiotic yogurt outstanding.
A compromised gut can lead to fatting, it can lead to bloating, it can lead to all kinds of ailments, including indigestion and so on. So we give Nigerians probiotic yogurt in order to improve their health.
In the spirit of giving, which is the essence of Christmas, the company, apart from donating a steel shop and other startup equipment to a physically challenged to boost his shoemaking business, 13 other less privileged persons were beneficiaries of various sums of money, ranging from 50,000 to 120,000 naira under the company's charity package.
For me, if you told me that I will be able to handle this, I will not agree.
Thank God for today. Now God provides, saying that today this man will take care of us.
The event also featured the inauguration of the farmers market, which is a one-stop shop for farm produce, and the auctioning of live chicken and ranch cows at discounted rates to enable people celebrate Christmas. In Makurdi, Simbiat Agbaji, NTA News.
Many people, including children, are said to be suffering from diabetes without knowing, a development that has been leading to complications and loss of lives. It is to manage the situation and improve the quality of care that a renowned professor of endocrinology, Felicia Anuma, authored and presented 2 books to the public. Salwa Khalil Ibrahim reports.
Health experts have listed diabetes as one of the most prevalent ailments in Nigeria. For some, it is hereditary. For others, sedentary lifestyle sometimes lead to health challenges.
Over 50% of the children in our secondary school are potential diabetics. I call them Indomie babies, and something needs to be done.
However, knowledge and management of diabetes are said to be key as contained in these two publications, Lifting the Burden of Diabetes, an empowering handbook, and Being a Christian Doctor by Professor Felicia Anuma.
She talks about the environment where we practice and work. She also talks about the need for us as physicians to actually enjoy our work. She talks also about ethical issues.
In essence, it is a summary which whets the appetite and creates a yearning or demand for more.
The books are meant to be gifts to humanity, especially for parents and caregivers.
Now, these books are very important. They are brief, they are simple. It's the kind of thing that parents should read.
I am always saying we have a cheap option. That cheap option is for Nigerians to get well empowered on how to eat right, healthful diet, so that they can remain healthy and age gracefully.
The public presentation of the books were deliberately chosen to coincide with the 60th birthday of the author, who is described by many as an icon in the study and treatment of diabetes in Nigeria. Salwa Khalil Ibrahim, NTA News.
Away from health matters, facts surrounding a newspaper publication alleging death of 205 animals resulting from starvation at the Imo State Zoological Garden are beginning to emerge. Chibuike Chukwu, who visited the zoo on a fact-finder mission, brings us details.
Imo State Zoological Gardens was established in 1976 and sits on 10 hectares of reserved forest, which houses a variety of animals. Recently, however, a publication on the zoo went viral with stories alleging neglect by the Imo State government, which, according to the writer, resulted in the death of over 250 animals due to starvation. This prompted a visit by the NTA News to the zoo, led by the Commissioner for Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts, Uche Ohe. The commissioner, who was obviously displeased with the publication, described the allegation raised as false.
It was when I went to the zoo that I found that there had been some swine flu of some sort that affected some of our pigs. But these are domestic animals kept for feeding the animals in the zoo. These are two different things we're talking about. As for the animals in the zoo, well, unless an animal dies a natural death or something happens, but as for the kind of impression created by those publications, it's nowhere near the truth at all.
The Imo State government is really trying to feed the lion here. We have up to 28 goats by November 2021. So we use those goats to feed the lions.
The state government has assured that the road to the zoo, which suffered an ecological problem, is receiving attention. In Owerri, Chukwubieke Chukwu, NTA News.
Now let's talk entertainment. The Federal Capital Territory Administration says arrangements have been concluded to hold the Zuma Film Festival in April 2022. FCTA Permanent Secretary Olushade Adeshola made the disclosure when he signed a memorandum of understanding with the Nigerian Film Corporation in Abuja. Ifeanyi Izumba has details.
Permanent Secretary, Federal Capital Territory Administration, Olushade Adeshola, revealed that the administration had accommodated the hosting of the festival in its 2022 budget and had resolved to making it historic, adding that the administration was partnering with the corporation to organize the festival as it had the potential of marketing the nation's capital and attracting investments.
One of the landmark accomplishments of today's event is that we are establishing a horizontal relationship, a partnership with the sister agency, the Nigeria Film Village, for the hosting of the Zuma Film Festival.
Managing Director, Nigerian Film Corporation, Chidia Madwekwe, said Abuja was carefully selected to host the festival to showcase the beauty and economic potential of the city to the international community.
To expand the huge export potential of Nigeria, above all, it will also promote FCT and Nigeria as film and a tourism destination in Africa.
The managing director also revealed that the Film Corporation intends to escalate the conversation of establishing a film entrepreneurial hub in their city. In Abuja, Ifeanyi Izumba, NT News.
And it's time to talk sports, and Buddy will be our guide. Over to you, Buddy.
Many thanks, Elizabeth.
After 9 days of non-stop polo action, the National Carnival Polo Tournament ended at the Nigerian Army Polo Resort in Abuja Sunday with Lintex Polo Club beating Kefi Ponies 9-3 in 5 chokers to emerge the 2021 champions of the President's Cup. Dukaji Farms walloped Marco Mines 11-0 to lift the Legislative Shield. Nigerian Army defeated Bua Nasriya 4-2 to win the Unity Cup. Aske Williams beat Sika Spa by 7-5.5 goals and to win the FCT Ministers' Cup. Niger Barracks lost 4-5 to W. Bassi Barracks, who won the Chief of Army Staff Cup, while ASI edged Al Husana 6-5 to win the Guards Challenge Trophy.
It makes me feel great, and it makes me feel I should work hard, you know, to defend my cup and my championship for next year.
In this tournament, we have young boys who are barely 14, and we hope by next year also we are hoping to groom more players.
For yourself, look at the high goal that is playing. These are all, there are no foreign-based player in this tournament. So I think we have come of age.
Moving on, following the conclusion of Day 4 games of the 2021 Gladiators Westpa World Premier Scrabble Tournament on Sunday, 3 Nigerian players are in the top 8 after 32 rounds of games. Jerry Wellington is in 5th position. Eta Karu occupies the 6th spot, while Tunde Oduwole is ranked 8th. Only 8 players will qualify for the knockout stage next week, with Nigeria's representatives needing 1 win. Nigeria is fielding 11 players out of 105 players from 23 countries in the tournament, which is being played virtually. Let's talk football now. Nigeria's Rivers United recorded a narrow 2-1 victory over visiting Al Masry 2-1 in the first leg playoff of the CAF Confederation Cup played at the Yimba International Stadium in Aba on Sunday. United's Uche Nwansanya opened scoring in the 25th minute, but the lead only lasted 2 minutes, with Mohamed Anta leveling scores in the 27th minute. Ishaq Rafiu, however, restored the lead for Rivers United in the 33rd minute, and they held on to claim the win. Al Masry will host the second leg next weekend, with the Pride of Rivers needing only a draw to reach the group stage. And finally, to England, Premier League leaders Chelsea were left frustrated as Manchester United's conservative game plan earned them a 1-1 draw at Stamford Bridge. Jadon Sancho put United ahead in the 50th minute with his first Premier League goal, but Jorginho levelled scores from the penalty spot in the 69th minute. In other results, Manchester City beat West Ham 2-1. Leicester City hammered Watford 4-2, with Brentford recording a 1-0 win over Everton, while the game between Burnley and Tottenham was abandoned due to heavy snow. And that does it on sports. It's back to Elizabeth.
Thank you so much, Buddy. Before we join Jennifer after the break, Newsline, let's have a look at visuals from Just Custodial Center, where gunmen who attacked the facility were trapped by security agents.
Who is this one?
Because I'm men now. Let's go into the other side now.
Why is the ABC now?
Who can lead us? Who can lead us inside? Upstairs is clear.
Well, and that ends the news segment of the program. Remember, the campaign against rape is yielding positive results. Take action today. More reports ahead with Jennifer after the break. To stay with us.
if you stumble? Stumble into an opportunity at your own convenience? What if you stumble? Stumble into a friendly stranger and all you had to do is wave. What if? What if you unlock the opportunity of a lifetime with this new acquaintance in a branded shirt? What if all you have to do is your favorite things in your favorite places? Shopping at the mall, having a weekend getaway, or going to the movies? Your future is right outside your door. We are closer than you think.
The National Prosperity Movement (NPM) presents the National Unity Summit, a forum where illustrious Nigerians representing diverse interests and groups will have meaningful conversations on the issue of peace, unity, equity, and nation building. The theme of the summit is Nigeria, the imperative of unity, happening on the 1st of December 2021 at the NAF Conference Center, Kado, Abuja. Time is 10 a.m. prompt. The chairman of the occasion is Major General IBM Haruna, retired. Special guest of honor is Governor of Ekiti State, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, chairman of Nigerian Governors Forum. The keynote speaker is Professor Atahiru Jega, former chairman of INEC. Royal father is Sultan of Sokoto, His Eminence Muhammadu Saadu Abubakar, CFR. You can follow the event live on Facebook by liking and following our page National Prosperity Movement and on Twitter at NPM_NG. Also watch live on YouTube on NPM TV. National Prosperity Movement. Prosperity for all Nigerians.
The chairman of the Governing Council and Management of the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, the Honorable Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Chief Timipria Silva, welcomed delegates to the 10th Practical Nigerian Content Conference. Date 29th November to 2nd December 2021. Venue Nigerian Content Tower, Yenagoa. Theme: Driving Nigerian Content in the New Dawn of the Petroleum Industry Act. The event will feature high-powered presentations, exhibitions of capacities, invitational golf tournament, and social events. We look forward to welcoming you. Signed, Engineer Simbe Kasiawabote, Executive Secretary, NCDMB.
Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, in collaboration with the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, OSGF, welcome you to the 3rd National Summit on Diminishing Corruption in the Public Sector. Theme: Corruption and Cost of Governance, New Imperatives for Fiscal Transparency. Date: 30th November 2021. Time: 10 a.m. prompt. Venue: State House Banquet Hall. President Muhammadu Buhari will declare the summit open. The Honorable Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Shamsuna Ahmed, will deliver the keynote address. Highlights of the event include the recognition of winners of the 2021 Public Service Integrity Awards. Physical attendance is strictly by invitation, please. All participants are to be seated by 9 a.m. The general public is hereby invited to join on Cisco WebEx or Facebook live streaming on ICPC Nigeria. Announcer, Management.
Hey there, what's on your bucket list? Would you like to travel the world, live your best life? What if I told you you could blow right this minute and do everything on that list? Airtel is saying thank you to all loyal customers. You stand a chance to win up to 100 million naira with guaranteed cash tokens in the Airtel Recharge and Blow promo. How awesome is that? All you have to do is recharge to win. For more information, dial *444*4# to enter for the draw. Everyone's a winner, so hurry now. The more you recharge, the more you win.
Airtel, the smartphone network. Give your kids winning energy. Milo Active Go. With the goodness of malts, milk, and cocoa, helps them make the most of every day. Milo, the energy to go further.
Everybody knows the secret to good cooking is that special ingredient. The mothers know it, but does this new generation know it? Let's find out. Mothers, daughters, are you ready? Yes! Let the cooking begin.
Erisco tomato paste. Now we get home, now we get love, now we get children. We can spice the world with a meal so great and so healthy. You know we've got Chop.
and gentlemen, food is ready.
Good food for the body. Yum yum.
Erisco Richico and Nagico tomato paste is made by Erisco Foods Limited, feeding Africans with healthy foods.
There is a saying that Christmas is what you make of it. At Bedmates Furniture, we enjoy making your Christmas comfortable and exciting with the furniture we provide you. That's why from 1st November to 18 December 2021, Bedmates offers you and your loved ones amazing luxury furniture your home loves and truly needs at up to 70% discount. You also stand a chance to win fridges, TVs, washing machines, and many more as we keep making your living better through the furniture you love.
Welcome back. Now, one may wonder what the world is turning into, as the story we're taking now is one that questions the humanity in us. It is a story of a 48-year-old man in Jigawa State who bagged life sentence in a correctional facility for defiling and infecting a 6-year-old girl with HIV. The victim happens to be a sister to his wife. Let's hear from Hawa Haliru Haruna in Dutse.
48-year Idris Munkala Dan Asabe of Garam local government area of Jigawa State lured the 6-year-old girl, a sister to his wife who was on a visit to his house in the absence of her elder sister. It was a case that dragged for more than 4 years, but thanks to evidences presented before a state high court in Birnin Kudu, proving the case beyond reasonable doubt. The presiding judge, Musa Ubale, sentenced him to life in correctional facility. Although this conviction put smiles on the faces of parents and women activists, there are still concerns over the rising cases of rape in Jigawa, now put at more than 200 in the third quarter of 2021. They blamed it to slow pace in the prosecution of the alleged rapist arrested.
Among those that are reported to our facility, we have 84 males that has been sexually assaulted, and we have about 164 female that has been sexually assaulted and reported to our facility. We treat them successfully with many cases.
Actually, it's sad. It is really sad. It is really sad. But the judge has done right. He has done what he's supposed to do.
But the State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Musa Adama Aliyu, says the state is winning the war against rape and rapists, especially with the new law against sexual assault in the state.
Violence against person law come into being in February 2021, like I said. And we have so many cases of rape before the coming of violence against person law. And now we have started charging people under violence against person law, but we didn't conclude the trial. So up to now, there is no any case which was heard and determined under violence against persons law.
Further checks at the Jigawa State Sexual Assault Referral Center reveals a disturbing statistics that stakeholders says there is need for more drastic measures to arrest the situation. The official in charge confirms that the center recorded 198 reported rape cases in 2020 and 248 cases from January to November this year.
It's good news and encouraging when rape victims get needed justice. The little girl needs to be supported too. Very important. It was a case of man's inhumanity to man, not just for the nursing mothers, but for their 2 babies of about 2 weeks old who were stolen and concealed in a bag by 2 female traffickers. Ijoma Wante, who witnessed part of the ugly drama, reports that the suspects were intercepted in Ebonyi State on their way to Lagos from Cross River State.
The hope of beholding and bonding with one's baby after childbirth is what every pregnant woman looks forward to. But when that hope is dashed, not by nature but by a fellow woman, Then, what becomes of the victim? This is one of the questions begging for answers from the two women caught with the two babies concealed in bags. Interacting with them at the Ebonyi State Police Command to ascertain the reason for the child trafficking, one of the suspects, Imabong, a mother of 3 children who confessed to the crime, said she was called upon by one Ekaite who resides in Lagos to help deliver the babies to her at a fee of 70,000 naira. But the journey was not fruitful because of the interception by the Ebubago Security Network and the community vigilante at Abomege in Onitsha local government area of Ebonyi State.
That your friend, the baby, now she get the baby, or how the baby take come about?
Just tell me, say, now you get them. So, no.
So make you take and do it now.
So my carry go give her for Lagos. I think one carry enter flight. Them no accept say the baby too small to carry enter flight. So make a assistant carry the baby. Shatter motor for me.
You put for nylon from Oge.
Why from Oge?
Why you put that for nylon?
So that make I fit pass that checkpoint. If I pass that checkpoint, I go come out the baby.
Madam, since when you don't do this job?
No tell. Now the second time we do.
On her part, a pregnant teenager of 16 years, Miss Gloria, was assisting Imabong to take the babies to Lagos, said she was to also deliver her baby and sell to the same Ekaite in due time at the sum of 100,000 naira.
Now because of my friend told me, so let me go and sell this baby. So from there, my friend contacted the woman from Lagos. So the woman told me to make I walk from this woman and go Lagos and go and sell the baby.
Efforts have been intensified to ensure that the circumstances surrounding the crime are unraveled, while the culprits do not go unpunished.
The synergy between the police and the public paid off, but the Commissioner of Police have vowed to do everything within the ambit of the law to ensure that whosoever, how many are connected directly or indirectly in this matter, will be arrested and prosecuted accordingly.
Information is vital. Very, very, very key to security. If you give us information, we will follow it up. Hide your identity. Just tip, and then you see the whole thing will be done.
If not for the timely intervention of the security operatives, the two babies who are now currently in the intensive care unit of the Alex Ekwueme Federal Teaching Hospital, Abakaliki, would have been lost.
What if the baby had suffocated? That was mean. Now, times are hard, yes, we know, and people do all sorts to get by, including stealing and buying babies. Horrors of humanity, you will agree. However, humanity is not completely lost, as seen in the case of the Abdulwahids, who were allegedly offered ₦1 million each for their set of quadruplet, but refused despite their financial downturn. Salwa Khalil Ibrahim takes it from here.
In the African setting, the birth of a child is said to be a blessing. While many are given on a platter, some go to all lengths to acquire this godly gift. 45-year-old Abdul Wahid is an automobile electrician, and his wife Muslimat, a petty trader. They lost their home to flood in Gwagwalada Area Council of the FCT and could barely afford the school fees for their 4 children before the wife conceived again. It was not a good news to the family. They even attempted to abort without success. The shock of their lives came when doctors confirmed that the pregnancy was a set of triplets.
She said, no, she can't be pregnant, that she's on contraceptive, that the injection, she's supposed to renew it next month. I said, okay, fine, you're pregnant. She was not really happy. She said, no, she don't want the baby, that please, whatever I can do to help her terminate the pregnancy.
As the pregnancy advanced, they alleged that they were rejected by a public hospital due to lack of funds to pay their bills.
Say they want to buy each pregnancy 1 million naira. Then I said no, I'm not doing my own something like that. It is God give me the children. So and he's the one that is going to take care of them.
The expectant parent, however, remained resilient and fortune smiled on them through El Hussein Specialist Hospital, where they were received pro bono.
And I told my CMD, whatever it will take for us to deliver this family safely, I want you to do that. And then we also try to reach out to some good friends, good organizations like Form 1, who also were on hand to assist, because we assure you, these children, they will grow up and become something in this country.
The delivery was like the arrival of royalty. Family, friends, and humanitarian organization thronged the hospital when the 4 girls were delivered via cesarean section.
The surgery went on successfully. Their weight ranged from around 2.3 kg to around 1.8 kg.
Since they did all possible to abort the pregnancy, out of curiosity, I asked if they will be willing to give up the babies considering their financial status.
No.
You will not give me one?
No, I not give.
Despite the resolve to keep the beautiful bundles of joy, Abdul Wahid and Muslimat have fears about the size of their family and the future of their children in terms of care.
Please, I'm begging Nigeria for them to assist me for any work that they can be able to give me to survive and take care of the children that God gave me and the one that I have.
So we call to other Nigerians to come out and help each other. Wherever you see a person in need, regardless of what you have, the little you can take out of what you have is enough to get somebody out of his distress.
The new mother has this prayer for those seeking for their own children.
May God give them. May God, even at 1, God give them. Even at 5, may God give them strength to hold on to God, give me strength to hold this baby.
Good example of parents who appreciate God's gift to them. Money is not everything. Now, the agricultural transformation embarked by the present administration has not only ensured food security and availability, job creation and improved economic activities, but also transformed a number of violent youths to responsible citizens. Abdullahi Umaru Ilalu takes a look at the life of a transformed political thug in Benin Kebbi who is now into rice farming.
In Benin Kebbi, the capital of Kebbi State, Kofarkola to be precise, once lived a man popularized or symbolized by brigandage, thuggery and ruthlessness to a certain extent, attributes that made people to tremble or appear mesmerized whenever their roads crossed with his. Prior to 2015, Dan Alhaji, as he is fondly called, was instrumental to the violent clashes idle youth used to perpetrate across Kebbi State. Fast forward 2015 to 2021, Dan Alhaji is now a successful rice farmer, loved and adored by the same people who dared not to come close to him in those days for whatever reason. On his infamous past, Dan Alhaji regrettably explained to NTA how he wasted over 20 years of his youthful age intimidating innocent individuals, politicians in particular. I don't even want to talk about it. I regretted every bit of it. We have been deceived into committing many atrocities. People don't even come close to us. But now I am happy because I interact with friends and family. When NTA visited Dan Alhaji at his residence, he was on his way to his rice farm some few kilometers away from Birnin Kebbi, he was nevertheless itching to share with us his reason for quitting such a rough life. President Muhammadu Buhari is my idol, so when he preaches farming in 2015, the message got into my head, and that was the end. Despite the fact that I had no problem having money, but I said no, so I can say Buhari transformed me and many others to a life worthy of living. Bashir Yahaya and Anna Makeri are some of his partners previously in the infamous act of brigandage. They are now singing a new song. I'm now into Okada business. We wasted our time serving selfish people, but thank God we realized our mistake. I call on youth that are into thuggery to please quit, as it will take them nowhere. Their children are in schools and engaged in businesses, but they recruit others for their selfish motives. I was a thug, but now reformed, courtesy of President Muhammadu Buhari's Uncle Bros program. I enjoined others also to queue into farming, and I want the government to continue investing in agriculture. Dan Alhaji advised youths to avoid being used as political thugs, especially during elections, as it never pays.
Great initiative. Now, wonders they say shall never end. This played out in the community of Jatu in Esako West local government area of Edo State, when two men of the same family were allegedly killed by their second wives within a week. Since the incident, tongues have been wagging over what could have led to the unfortunate development, and they believe that the family may be under a curse. Victor Odion Acha, who was at the family house where the tragedies occurred, reports that the family has resolved to embark on prayers to prevent reoccurrence of such calamity.
It was double tragedy for the family of Dagana in Jetu, Edo State, who recently lost two of their sons as a result of disagreement with their wives. First, it was Abdullahi Dagana, who was allegedly stabbed by his second wife on Saturday, 13th November 2021. Story has it that the late Abdullahi returned from a journey at the set time, only to meet his second wife with another man. When the dust of the death of Abdullahi was yet to settle, his cousin Malam Nasiru Dagana was also killed, also by his second wife, who was said to have pushed the husband where they had a quarrel.
I did there where I witnessed the fight where they fight. My father will be come up for house. Then the woman could go block road, say my father don't go anywhere. As he could go block road, say my father don't go anywhere. Now my father could say, not be like come up for road, say no go come out. Tell us not be like come up for road, say no go come out. Now my father could push her come up for road. My father could come as I my father like I draw it aside. Now my father could for go chair. Now I carry stood, now I knock for your head. I say knock stood for your head. The woman call oil, call carry cup. Now me call drag the cup come off for your hand. Now I call my father leg drop for top chair. My father fall for ground, knock it for ground.
After some days, NTA News visited the family to get an update, only to discover that the alleged killer of the second victim, who was married as second wife 7 months ago, has always threatened to kill the husband as a result of continuous quarrel between them.
As a result of this, I told my younger brother, look, leave this woman. But he refused. If you can tell me you will kill before you go, and you implement it. So I expect the law to take its course.
Okay. If I see Gary, we go soak, we go drink. Now so we go manage the life.
Since the other matter is with the police, what do I do? So we will be praying, trying to pray harder than what we ever be doing.
Edo State Commissioner of Social Development and Gender Issues, Maria Edeko, and a psychologist advised couples on anger management.
There is no level of anger. Self-help is not encouraging law. It's when you do not have grievance, remedy procedures. The courts are there. There are other alternative means of resolving disputes. So instead of resorting to self-help, my message to the community is that don't resort to self-help.
Of course, you people are going to quarrel. It's absolutely normal. But then try to communicate, because in communicating you tend to open your heart. Your partner can't see what's right there in your heart or what you are thinking. Though the person might perceive you're angry, but more like the extent can't be seen. So when there is an open communication, it will be able to resolve some of these issues.
The deceased have been buried in line with Muslim tradition, while the two suspects are in the custody of the Edo State Police Command, just as the entire Dagana family is demanding for justice.
Tragic indeed. Time for a break. Newsline continues shortly.
Oh, there will be unlimited joy in over 5,000 homes every day this season in the Glow Joy Unlimited Extravaganza. 5 cars every month, 100 generators, TVs, and fridges every week. 5,000 free airtime and data winners every day. Simply recharge up to 500 naira during the week to qualify. Dial *611# now to enter the Glow Joy Unlimited Extravaganza.
This is beautiful.
Quality is vital. Quality is Vitafoam.
Hello, honey.
Hey, baby.
Wow. Those guys are good in bed.
What?
Yes, we're good in bed. Hurry now to any Vitafoam accredited dealer nationwide or visit us online on www.vitafoamng.com to place your order today. Vitafoam, the fine art of living.
The Chairman, Governing Board of Muslim Community Center, Abuja, Senator UK Umar, on behalf of the board, cordially invite the public to the 30th anniversary celebration of the center, date 29th November 2021, which is equivalent to 24th Rabiul Thani, 1441 after Hijrah. Time, 10 a.m. Venue, Multipurpose Hall, Muslim Community Center, Abuja. Plot 543, Connery Street, Wuse Zone 3, Abuja. Special guest of honor, Malam Muhammad Musa Bello, Honorable Minister of FCT. Guest speaker, Professor Ibrahim Suleiman, Chairman, Board of Trustees, International Center for Islamic Culture and Education. Topic: the role of Islamic institutions in promoting human development in addressing global socio-economic challenges. Chairman of the occasion, Dr. Tukur Bello Ingawa, Federal Civil Service Commission, Abuja. Announcer, Ambassador Sani Saulawa Bala, Wamban Katsina. Chairman, Strategic Planning Committee, MCC at 30 celebration.
Big day ahead.
Full of nourishment and vitality. T-bodies and shop like soya. Ovaltine 3-in-1. 3-in-1. Ovaltine 3-in-1.
New Ovaltine 3-in-1. Smart choice for smart kids.
Chinedu, don't be here on time. Chinedu.
Ones will rush home for tasty meals prepared with Sonia tomato mix.
Yummy ×2.
It's so good eating together with the family. Thanks to Sonia.
Sonia tomato mix brings you together.
Give your kids winning energy. Milo Active Go. With the goodness of malt, milk, and cocoa, helps them make the most of every day. Milo, the energy to go further.
Are you interested in getting your products or services to more people, expanding your business, becoming more profitable, and a leader in your industry? If yes, then simply open a Zenith Bank SME Grow My Business account and get the extra edge you need. Visit any of our branches today to get your Grow My Business account or www.zenithbank.com/SME to learn more.
Ike, you are jogging? Since when?
New Freshio, a good source of vitamins A, B6, B12, D, and zinc that keeps you active and refreshed on the go.
Ike is so lively these days.
Since when?
Ike, your presentation is in 30 minutes. This is Ike's third meeting. He has been giving presentations non-stop.
You're so full of life these days, Ike. Since when?
Hey, it's Friday.
Party tonight?
After this long day of work, and you too, since when?
The New Freshio, nutritious goodness every day. Grab your bottle now.
Welcome back. It was joy and jubilation as industry giant Globalcom Network showered some of its subscribers with goodies worth millions of naira. 74 persons got rewarded with gifts ranging from generator, refrigerator, television set in the Glow Joy Unlimited extravaganza. Joy Ugu captured the sights and sounds of the event held in Enugu.
For these Glow subscribers, the presentation of these home appliances is a life-changing gift that they believe will transform their life. This is because some of the recipients of this kind gesture by Glow have never owned a generator or refrigerator.
It's going to help me. Well, I'm a student, so in terms of food, so I can cook and keep other things, so it will help me save.
This Glow, the network is good. Is their data offer, a lot of offer from Glow. I'm so happy. I just like the network. It's working for me.
With over 200 beneficiaries of the Glow Joy Unlimited extravaganza in Lagos State and 74 beneficiaries in Enugu State, subscribers can qualify with as little as 500 naira weekly, as the promo will still be held in other states in the country. To empower Nigerians, especially the low-income earners who subscribe to the Glow network.
The event is in fulfillment of the pledge we made when we unveiled the promotion a few weeks ago to spread joy among Nigerians during festive season and into the new year.
As far as telecommunications in Nigeria is concerned, the greatest that is our own is Glow.
Globalcom, the first indigenous mobile network, has changed the face of telecommunications service since it began operation 18 years ago. The network is consumer-friendly, as attested by celebrities present at the event.
All other years and this year, we have fed the lives of people who subscribe to Glow, and there's testimony everywhere. We give them things that will make them, especially during festive period like this, things that they will take home, and it will be a blessing to them.
Globalcom introduced the per-second billing at a time when most people found it difficult to communicate because of the prevailing high tariff. Meanwhile, 5 lucky winners of brand new Kia Roll cars will emerge every month for the next 3 months.
To another kind of joy and happiness, it is said that matrimonial journey is a lifetime affair, and whatever challenges that come up must be tackled with love, patience, affection, and effective communication, right? Now, this is the future one of the newest couples, Jesse and Deborah, desire as they tie the conjugal knot for better and for everything until the home of their dream is built. What were you expecting to hear at the end of that sacred statement? Don't worry, Omenka or Amarachuku will tell you all you need to hear.
Deborah is from Niger State, while JC is from Kogi State,
who found love, nurtured and preserved it. Now it is time for the groom to take his bride to the altar and say, I do.
I will love you and honor you all days of my life.
Reverend Boniface Nebo of the Holy Catholic Church says the days of courtship are over. Now it is time to build their homes on the foundation of Jesus Christ.
My prayer for her is that she should have a good home, and the home should be based on the foundation of Jesus Christ.
I wish them happy married life. I wish them understanding. I wish them everything that a good marriage deserves.
It's no shortcut to marriage. Marriage is a union that is ordained by God.
Whatever they lay their hands upon, prosper in Jesus' name.
The bride, who is the daughter of Director Training NTA, late Frank Williams, was walked through the eyes of love by the groom to perform their first matrimonial duties to the waiting eyes of relations and friends.
I understand they are from two different tribes. If only we can be doing this, I think we'll have one Nigeria.
To bless their union, bless their homes with more babies, plenty children, and the next 1 year we'll come and be celebrating for children arrive.
The newly wedded couple appreciated God for making their day a reality.
I promise to be faithful to you for the rest of my life.
Really grateful to have him beside me for the rest of my life.
The wish of this couple is to have more celebrations.
We are joining family, friends, and well-wishers to say God bless your marriage. Now, it was a remarkable union of two Fulani clans from Kano and Katsina states who came together for a beautiful purpose of becoming one family. The wedding fatia attracted scores of well-wishers from across the country who converged to celebrate with Senator Kabiru Ibrahim Gaya as he gave out his daughter Shahida's hand in marriage. Muhammad Rabiu Ali reports that the ceremony took place at the Al-Furqan Jumat Mosque, Kano.
This consent concludes the marriage rites between the representatives of Gaya and Abdullahi's family, led by Imam Dr. Bashir Ali Umar, after the payment of 200,000 naira as bride price. Dignitaries in attendance include serving and past members of the National Assembly, governors, traditional rulers, diplomatic corps, business community, representative of the Director General NTA, among others.
Once there is patience and understanding between the two, the marriage will last. As a father, we pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless this marriage.
And they should not allow anybody to interfere in whatever they do.
Children cannot stay alone now, but you continue to use prayer to support them and advise them.
He advised the groom and the bride to abide by the tenet of Islam, which is, on the part of the bride, obedience to her husband and to the tenets of Islam.
It is our prayer that this marriage will witness a tremendous growth.
A befitting reception was organized to honor the couple. Senator Kabiru Ibrahim Gaya and other family members advised the couple to be honest with each other and avoid third party in their affairs.
She has to respect her husband
he has to be able to make him happy, make him a good partner, make him a good friend, make him a good senior brother, and whatever.
They should be very, very patient with each other.
She's a very reserved girl. I know she's going to be a wonderful housewife.
The groom Mukhtar and his bride Shahida have this to say.
An amazing day for me, getting married to this beautiful girl, very humble. She means so much to me. She takes care of me, and I'm so happy to be married to her.
Alhamdulillah, that's all I can say.
The joyful moment will for long be remembered in the minds of the two families as their words have become one.
To another celebration of love, and we wish that couple happy married life. Now, apart from procreation to sustain generational shift, marriage in Islam also attracts pleasure, blessings, and rewards from Allah. It also provides a platform for proper child upbringing. These points were highlighted when 3 children of the Executive Secretary of the FCDA, Sheikh Hadi, got married. Abbas Mekano from Gombe has details.
It is one of the parental privileges to watch your son grow and establish his own family, just like it remains one of the prayers of the younger ones to not only witness the day of having their life partners, but also having a happy and successful marital homes. For the family members of the Executive Secretary, Federal Capital Development Authority, Sheikh Hadi, the EM Pindiga, both dreams have come to pass after 3 children of the family got married to their chosen partners. They are Kamal Sheikh Hadi and salamat Ibrahim Ahmed, Abdul Qadir Ahmed and Khadija Adamu, as well as Abubakar Sadiq and Hawa Muhammad Ahmed Yidikau, the Magayagi of Pindiga. The new couples were pronounced husbands and wives by Imam Muhammad Pindiga after observing all the 4 Islamic principles of marriage. From the Bubeiro Central Mosque, the crowd moved to the Gombe International Hotel for a grand reception where guests were served assorted mouth-watering dishes.
Kamaluddin is my second son to get married. God has made it possible for them to have met his bride, and who incidentally is his first cousin. It made it much easier because that means he will keep her not only as a wife but as a sister.
Director General, Nigerian Television Authority, Yakubu Ibn Muhammad was ably represented.
Engineer Hadi, the EM Pindiga, and his younger brother, the Magayagin Pindiga, have been very good friends of the NTA for long. And you know, NTA as a family, we value and cherish our friends. And so the Director General directed me to be part of this event.
They saw each other and got involved in a discussion, in fact what you call an agreement. So we wouldn't expect the violation from either side.
A dinner party also followed as part of wedding activities of Kamal Sheikh Hadi and salamat Ibrahim Ahmed. Mother of the groom, Mariam Sheikh Hadi, and others took turns to advise the couples on the secrets of successful marriages. For the groom, it was a double celebration as he bagged the traditional title of Falak in Pindiga, conferred on him by the Emir of Pindiga, Muhammad Seyoju Ahmed. The turbaning ceremony of the new Falak in Pindiga was followed by a mini daba.
Triple congratulations is in order. Now, the end of every year is characterized by festivities, especially in the last month because of Christmas. Some slate their wedding ceremony in December to take advantage of the holidays declared to mark the Yuletide season. This was the intention of a woman in Kano, until sadly her lifeless body was found in a vehicle, including that of another man. Aminu Umar has an update.
Fagge is a metropolitan local government in Kano, which is densely populated with a lot of business going on. It occupies a strategic commercial position that attracts thousands of people from all over the country and beyond. They visit the city to transact in the three major adjoining markets outside the city wall, the famous Kantunkwari, Singa, and Sabongari markets. However, the mood of that Tuesday morning on Kasina Road in Fagi local government is not that of business, as two bodies were discovered of a man and a woman on the back seats of a Sienna bus. The people alerted the police, who took what they called motionless bodies to a hospital where doctors confirmed the two dead. Police investigation identified them as Steve Ayika of Java Quarters and Chiamaka Emmanuel, who was a tenant where the vehicle was found.
Currently, investigation has been launched, and of course, we'll feed you with the details when we complete our investigation on this issue.
When NTA crew visited the area, neighbors were so reluctant to comment on the incident.
Me, for what happened, Gaskia, he hooked everybody, and I don't even know how to say it. But I know that she's a very good person. Me too, I felt so bad. Not only me, everybody around us felt so bad when we heard about the story.
The man was said to be a nightclub owner who is married with 2 children.
Time for another break. Newsline continues shortly.
Give your kids winning energy. Milo Active Go. With the goodness of malt, milk, and cocoa, helps them make the most of every day. Milo, the energy to go further.
My schedule can be tight most days, and because I'm always on the go, I need a quick snack or drink to keep me going. And that's why I love my Hollandia yogurt. Every day I choose Hollandia yogurt because it contains protein, calcium, vitamin A, B vitamins, and vitamin H, which my body needs. Hollandia yogurt comes in 2 variants, plain sweetened and strawberry. Wholesome nourishment from your favorite brand.
You know, everything in life has a recipe.
Really?
Yes, dear. Like the recipe to rule a great empire. The recipe to be the best of the best. The recipe to grow big and thrive. And the recipe to lead the world.
Every recipe is about making what you want from what you have.
So, I have the recipe to be whatever I want.
Exactly. You have the recipe. What will you make?
Nestle. Good food, good life.
Setbacks, they are not new to us. Nothing under the sun shakes us anymore. Years ago, we had to start all over again. It was tough, but we rebuilt every patch from scratch. We made progress for ourselves, coming back from the impossible
to build our own empires and inspire generations to progress. Our fathers never gave up, nor will we. We shall continue to make a resounding name for ourselves and those that come after us. Like our people say, Ife Dema Dema. Onyeze, Ike Dinafage. Abu Onyeze, Ikinwabudo, Udoziako, Ada Diorama, Ijele, Ezege, Wane, Turu Golota. Life Continental Lager Beer for progress.
There is a saying that Christmas is what you make of it. At Bedmates Furniture, we enjoy making your Christmas comfortable and exciting with the furniture we provide you. That's why from 1st November to 18 December 2021, Bedmates offers you and your loved ones amazing luxury furniture your home loves and truly needs at up to 70% discount. You also stand a chance to win fridges, TVs, washing machines, and many more as we keep making your living better through the furniture you love.
A nation, a people can be made up of many things. At NGX Group, we embody ambition, inclusiveness, and fairness. As a demutualized entity with 3 subsidiary companies, we are better positioned to serve you more. Our new identity reflects the performance and resilience of our market as represented by a ticker tape. The arrows are stylized to form an N, to denote the act of collaboration and exchange of value. Our powerful payoff line, the stock Africa is made of, is a celebration and affirmation of the greatness, innovativeness, excellence, and entrepreneurial drive of Africans and Africa. And it is these same traits that will see us thrive in an era of endless possibilities. It is time to invest and grow. Tap into what Africa is made of. NGX Group, the stock Africa is made of.
We have come a long way together from our first steps to taking giant strides as we conquered new territories. We move. We have built Africa's favorite network with the power of possibilities, community support, and the unstoppable Naija spirit. We are about to set out again, and there's no one we would rather set out with than you. We move.
Nivea Black and White deodorant protects me and my favorite outfits. That's why I feel confident and free. With 5-in-1 anti-formula, I stay fresh and protected for 48 hours. And my clothes stay stain-free. Nivea Black and White anti-stain deodorant. Try it. Nivea's 5-in-1 anti-action formula and 48-hour protection is also available for men.
How to make a perfect bowl of love? A perfect blend of taste that brings every ingredient to life. The fusion of different spices. The unique aroma that rejuvenates your senses. The heart-warming deliciousness. And the satisfaction that comes from every bite, which makes you say, I love my Indomie.
Welcome back. Having been a widow at an early age, Madam Hannah Victoria Macaulay experienced economic hardship and insecurity. Her harrowing experiences made her commit to alleviating the plight of widows. She inspired her son, the former secretary to the Delta State government, Comrade Ovozore Macaulay, to start a care program for widows and orphans. The vision of Madam Hannah Victoria Macaulay has continued to ameliorate the sufferings of the vulnerable at her community in Isoko North local government area of Delta State. Ifeoma Okafor witnessed the celebration of life of this remarkable matriarch.
The journey home of Madam Hannah Victoria Macaulay, mother of the former secretary to the Delta State government, began with customary visit to her father's family compound at Ekruse. This was preceded by a funeral mass at St. Philip's Anglican Church. Owelebu, officiating minister, Most Reverend Siri Odutemu, believes Nigeria will be great with a change of attitudes of its citizens. Dignitaries from all walks of life, including Nigeria's Deputy Senate President, Senator Omo Agege, Minority Leader, Federal House of Representatives, Ndudi Elumelu, Governor of Delta State, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, former Governor of Delta State, Chief James Ibori, former Governor of Edo State, Comrade Adams Oshamale, all came to Owelebu to pay their last respects and celebrate the life of an exemplary matriarch.
How many of us today who have passed through such a situation that you passed through and will still be able to hold the family together?
Madam Hannah Macaulay was later interred at her family compound. For her son, the former secretary to the Delta State government, Comrade Ovozore Macaulay, the event is a celebration of an impactful life, selflessness and philanthropy of her golden mother.
My mother was everything. She taught me humility, she taught me loyalty, she taught me hard work. She was a loving mother.
Mama always preaches love and peace.
and we live up to that.
Mama na mother when he suffer for children. More than we do only they pray for children. Make the children survive.
Mama was my love. Mama was everything to me.
For family members and friends, Madam Hannah Macaulay's wise counsel will remain indelible in their hearts.
The ones that are going to university, if they come for holiday, she ready to share the last money she have for them.
The legacy you leave behind now, he has sustained. In fact, he improved upon it because she was a wonderful woman.
At a grand reception, vintage performance from music maestros Oris Wiliki, Daddy Shoki, and other gospel music artists entertained the guests.
Let soul rest in peace. Our last commercial break is on cue. We'll take it.
COVID-19 hesitancy, status, and deadline. That's our focus on NTA Tuesday Live next week. Join us every Tuesday at 10:30 p.m. Tuesday Live, incisive and educative.
We have come a long way together from our first steps to taking giant strides as we conquered new territories. We move. We have built Africa's favorite network with the power of possibilities, community support, and the unstoppable Naija spirit. We are about to set out again, and there's no one we would rather set out with than you. We move.
Black, it's not dark, it's bright. Black is bold. Black is every color, all together. My thing, your thing, our thing mixed together. Black shines brightly. Drink it in.
Did you hear the super exciting news? What have you heard? GoTV's going super.
Are you serious?
Bringing new channels with super awesome novellas, super duper kid shows,
All right.
and super slamming WWE 24/7. All at the super cool price of 5,500 Naira. Good. Get GoTV's brand new package. GoTV Super.
That's a package on Newsline today. Join us again on Sunday next week. Good night and God bless Nigeria.